A miserable rainy day in Cape Town, proving that they also have miserable winters. It's not just here in England. While we were stopped at the traffic lights, or robots as they like to call them, we spotted a squatter camp over the road, which are poor little villages made of tin shacks. But the funny thing was how many of them actually have satellite dishes on the roof. We stopped for lunch at Route 44 in Stellenbosch with the Grosset family, our family away from home. And here are some oysters that are farmed locally, but none of us were brave enough to taste any. Since it was Father's Day, we decided this would be a good place to go for lunch because, as you can see, it's a lovely big indoor hall with lots of stalls with foods from all different countries. So everybody was able to choose what it was that they wanted to eat. I had some calamari, Katie had some pancake, and Dwayne had little bits of this and that from various stalls. He was a bit more adventurous than we were. After lunch, we were able to browse around the market area and have a look at all the goods on sale. Of course, it's very tempting to want to buy everything, all the lovely preserves and artwork and china, but of course we were restricted with our baggage allowance, so that hindered our shopping a bit. But oh, so many cute little things and so tempting to buy. Katie decided that she wanted a ring, so off we went shopping to find one.
What about this one? Oh no, that's going to be a bit small. Try this one.
Baby clothes, so cute. Have you made any progress with your ring?
Which one do you want? How much do you want is a better question.
The African art stalls are always the most irresistible. We could just take a whole suitcase full of that art home with us, but of course, baggage restrictions. As we drove out, we drove past the strawberry fields with all of their colourful scarecrows. How's that for a new take on scarecrows? They're so pretty. As we drove home, we drove past some of the wine farms. Stellenbosch is one of the famous places in the world for producing wines, but obviously all of the vines are fallow at the moment because it's winter. So it's quite pretty in the summer when you see all of the vines in bloom. And an interesting fact that I learned was if the vines are up on trellises, then they are table grapes, and the vines that droop down onto the ground are the ones used for the wines because it doesn't really matter if they're a little bit damaged.
Yep, that's where my mountain should be. It isn't? Is it? Am I going in the right direction?
No, it's
Yeah? That sort of way? Anyway, hopefully we'll have some sunshine on Tuesday. And then we'll be able to see it. That's actually a nice view over the valley, down to the seas down on the other side.
While we were driving on the N2, we drove past the set for the TV series Black Sails. Apparently that big ship is called the Walrus, and it operates on gimbals or wheels, which allows the ship to move about, making it look more realistic. They decided to opt for this rather than filming on the actual sea because the sea was too unpredictable with the weather, and they were dealing with seasick crew, which couldn't have been very much fun.
our old haunt, which means nothing looking at it like this.
Seeing the horrible outside wall.
Yeah. So we used to live there-ish. Monte Vista Boulevard, Goodwood, Monte Vista, Edgemead. Here we're coming into Cape Town City. Nestled at the foot of the mountain. And there's the harbour. Going up the mountain, all the way up to there. Still a mist lying over the city. Beautiful, eh?
The offices are just around the corner here. We're right up against the mountain.
Oh, okay.
But just around. So then out that area, this is going up the west coast. So that area is up towards
Robben Island.
That's the island.
Robben Island.
Robben.
That's where the prison was. And you can see obviously the brewery and harbour. You've got Devil's Peak just over here.
Careful, please don't fall. Down the side of the mountain. Such a beautiful sunny day. So lucky. Smiley face.
Even though it was a beautiful sunny day, it was actually quite cold and quite windy. So I've had to cut the sound out, otherwise you get all that irritating wind noise. But that down there is Camps Bay. Those crazy people climbing up that rock for a photo. That literally is the edge. So they're very brave. And then coming round is the little curio shop. And next to that would be the restaurant, but there, just below the cable station. It's got a flat roof, so you can't see it, but that was a restaurant. Bit more of a zoomed in view of Camps Bay. Some of the most expensive property on the earth, I would imagine, although I'm sure that the exchange rate helps a bit.
Sitting on top of Table Mountain, Kate is having chocolate cake after having tasted ostrich pie, which she was not very impressed with. So Dwayne's having an ostrich pie, and Dwayne, you like ostrich pie? Mm-hmm. It's your favorite.
Yep.
And that is the view. Absolutely stunning. What?
Check Katie's ears.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please? Anybody celebrating a birthday, anniversary, a divorce perhaps?
Cape Town University. Beautifully nestled at the foot of the mountains.
Can't see any rioting students.
I know. Everybody must be happy today because of the lovely sunshine.
Well, because Rhodes Memorial's down
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
and had all their Rhodes scholarships withdrawn.
Genius.
Oh, wow.
Sadly, I didn't have the pleasure of going to Cape Town University. Such a beautiful part of the country, this. It's Kirstenbosch Gardens coming up. Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens. And the funny thing is, I used to live in Kirstenbosch Avenue growing up, which was sadly not here. It was in Edgemead. Cape Town is beautiful, I have to admit that. Back garden of my aunt and uncle's house. They have the most stunning house at the foot of Table Mountain. Sun's busy. Just getting to that stage now. Very bright setting.
Benny in the bushes.
Got a lovely view.
Huh?
Beautiful view of the mountain, hey?
Where?
Up there, right behind us. Look there. That's literally under the mountain. Oh yeah. The most beautiful house ever. There we go, we can see the mountain a bit better now that the sun's gone down a bit more. Absolutely stunning. And there is actually a diplomat's house next door. I think he's from the Portuguese diplomat.
A lot of character.
Cat litter.
Oh, cat litter. So that cat litter is partly cat litter and it also burns in the fire.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the fuel that we use in the fire.
Gosh, fancy bikes. Show the boys.
That's a Harley.
That's a Harley Davidson.
That?
Yeah, I can see why you enjoy touring the Cape on your bike. That's got to be something special on the back of that. Does it have a nice actual 1 beat a minute? It's quite loud.
Photobomb, do you like the house?
Yes.
There's a big security gate that you have to come through. But look at that, how beautiful, right under the mountain. It's okay. 13 Kirstenbosch Avenue.
This is where Mum grew up.
Where I grew up, yay, I'm so interested. This is the house where I grew up. I spent 13 years of my life here.
And we are over there. They're not far.
Lovely pylons going through the nature reserve where I used to live. We're looking for a geocache. Well, this is the area. We suspect this log might be it. Is that it? Yep. Yes, there, we found it. Yay! See what I mean? King Geocache. So you can write your name.
There's a marble, there's little chess pieces.
Do how many things to put inside?
Yeah.
I really want this marble.
Yep. Especially packed in some Lego men for this.
Okay, quickly, Katie, write your name and the date.
There we go. And there you go. Unless you want pencil. Do you prefer pencil?
No.
At Blowberg Beach. Well, not quite Blowberg, but most beautiful view of our mountain on this beautiful sunny day. Stretches on for miles and miles.
T4 Restaurant, our favorite place to eat, which is part of the waterfront development, which is next to the commercial harbour where all the big ships and container ships and things come in. These are more the touristy ships that go out. There's the big pirate one, which goes around the bay. And if you're feeling really brave, you can go shark cage diving, which I will never do. Then you get the rich and famous with all their yachts and catamarans, and we get to sit here being very envious of them. And next to that is the famous Victoria and Alfred Hotel, which is apparently a really nice hotel to stay in, but too expensive for our taste, I'm afraid. Sadly, that's the end of our adventure. I hope you've enjoyed exploring Cape Town as much as we've enjoyed being there. Please like and subscribe to join us on our next adventure. See you soon.